With this HauteTee Eats, and I am your executive foodie, and I have my girls Ashley, the head foodie, and Brandyce, the deputy foodie. And today is a very special episode as we will be discussing new age love, and I will also be pairing some meals by some of my favorite Black recipe developers. We will be having a celebration salad by Chef Nancie. A celebration salad by Dash of Jazz, Lobster Bisque by Chef Nancie, the lamb lollipops by Chef Quin, and the roasted cauliflower mash by Chef Resha. The rosemary balsamic asparagus by Chef Kitchenista, and for dessert we will have chocolate covered strawberries. And this recipe is inspired by Divas Can Cook. So let's get cooking, and we'll be back to discuss new age love and give our personal reviews of these recipes. We have returned with the meal prepared. Again, just to refresh, we made some lollipop lamb, rosemary asparagus, roasted cauliflower mash, a celebration salad, and some lobster bisque, along with some champagne salad dressing and some champagne to drink. We're going to go ahead and get started to dig in while Brandyce discuss some topics in regards to new age love, as this is a Valentine's Day meal that we have prepared. So go ahead, Brandyce.
So first off, this meal looks good. I'm excited.
Thank you.
I can't wait to eat. And again, new age love, I feel like it's traditional to talk about lovey-dovey shit when you talk about Valentine's Day, but I kind of want to flip the script a little bit and kind of ask, when it comes to Valentine's Day, what does love really have to do with it? I think my first question will be, let's define, in the spirit of Blackness, let's define Black love. Like, what do you think Black love means? Or what's an example of Black love?
Well, how about someone in a relationship give us that?
I say, just on like a image level, I say Jay-Z and Beyonce. Is that the image of Black love in America?
No. It's funny that you said that, because when we think about Black love, I automatically think about celebrities. Mm-hmm. I don't think about internally, my inner circle, my inner world, because Black love is, to me, a hashtag. It's like you shout that out to public figures. That's the first thing I think about.
My definition of Black love is the older couples, because I don't think of celebrities, because that's just all the facade to me. I'm more old fashioned.
When you say older couples, you saying the older couples that's been married for a while and established. No, I can understand that. So like grandparents that's been together.
Yeah. So when she sees the older people, like, oh,
you know, the old man who's still open in the car.
So longevity.
But have you heard about stories about grandfathers and how they were back in the day? and how the grandmother or whomever stuck around.
Good point.
Through what the grandfathers did.
Yeah.
And you still.
But that's not every relationship.
I know that's not every relationship, but I have heard quite a few stories about grandparents and how the female just turned a blind eye to what her husband was doing back then. So if that's the background, or if you looking up to older marriages, do you think about that?
Yeah.
And that don't bother you? Okay.
That's a good question. Are you willing to stick it out for those years of that longevity?
Honestly, I don't think you have to go through so much heartache to establish a relationship with somebody or for them to love you. You shouldn't have to wait for them to love you. You shouldn't have to get hurt for them to love you. I think they should have already treated you that same way in the beginning when they met you.
Yeah, because for me, I am a genuine person, so I only think of genuine relationships. I don't think of those relationships where the man is cheating and all that other stuff. I think of the two people who genuinely do love and care for each other, and they've been there for X amount of years.
Unfortunately, it doesn't always go.
Of course,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
everything
of course.
sounds good when you
Yeah.
say it, and it never plays out like how you want it. Because
Well-
again, like we discussed last night, you can't help who you love. At the end of the day, yeah, you go through all of that, but you love that person.
But to your point, you can't help who you love. Not everything's perfect. Ashley just said it don't always work out that way. So again, when we know those factors, do you consider that when you're like in a rough spot with the person to actually push through and get those years under your belt with them? If you feel like there's your soulmate or they're the one.
No, but as a female, we all know we get fed up. So we may stick around, but it may take a light bulb in our head to realize, like, dang.
But what if he's your one and you can't help that you love him or you have those feelings for him?
I can't do it. I can't do it. Especially as we get older, too.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just can't do it.
Just don't want to accept just anything.
Yes.
Like it's at our age, we're to the point where we need to be settling down. Like all
Yeah.
that cheating and all that bullshit.
It gets to be.
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I'm not saying all guys, but we see that most guys don't settle down till they old and they still really not settled down, but it's to the point where they can now want to claim somebody though.
Do you believe in soulmates?
Yeah. And but I don't believe when it's a soulmate, I feel like it can happen at any time. Not just like you said, we at our age we looking to settle down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in reality, when you this age, you will hope to have been settled down, kids, everything, career.
Mm-hmm.
But it, like you said, it don't always happen like that. But if the soulmate comes later in life, I'm okay with that as well.
But your tolerance, I hear you. Your tolerance is short. Like if you
Yeah,
already see signs,
right now.
if you see signs that he ain't the one,
Mhm.
basically a soulmate isn't a person that's gonna show you signs that he's not the one.
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't sticking around just to figure it out. It's just like, yeah, no,
No.
next.
I want my soulmate to be somebody to make me forget about that person who I'm in love with, who I'm not supposed to be in love with.
Okay.
I want him to make him non-existent. Like, make him somebody, like, who make me forget about him.
Okay.
Like, and focus on
Come
him.
sweep you off your feet.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want somebody. Okay, now that y'all said that, that made me want to ask another question. She said soulmate. Y'all believe in soul ties?
Yup.
I definitely believe in soul
Yup.
ties.
It's people that click, but not on that mate level. Like,
Yeah.
not on the long term level.
Right. So then they may have just a soul tie,
Mm-hmm.
where it's not even about that whole soulmate, like you said, longevity type of thing.
Mhm.
Soul ties dangerous.
They
Right.
are. 'Cause they're confusing.
Mhm.
Because it's like electric. It's like instant.
Mhm.
It is.
It's
Hell.
a spiritual. It's on a spiritual level.
Yeah. It's like it sticks. Even
And
though
it's
you don't
hard
want
to get away from it.
Yeah.
I think about it, I'll just be like, but just those, what makes me separate or differentiate the difference between a soulmate
I
and
was
a
just
soul
about to ask
tie
that.
is there are certain things that a soul tie I feel like is a person that I connect with, but I can be fine without.
Okay.
Soulmate. you
Yeah, a
gotta have.
soulmate, I have to have that person. Like,
Yes.
that's my person.
I agree.
So yeah.
How the Lobster Bisque taste?
I love you. See, I keep going back to it. I wanted a little heated.
I'm looking
This
at y'all
Chef
like,
Nancie is the Lobster Bisque.
I love the bitch.
shout out
And-
to Chef Nancie. You know, I
And
like that
also,
girl.
all the links to the recipes
Oh,
will be
that's what
linked
they
in the
do.
description box below.
I just want to take a break and shout out to Chef Nancie. Like, that's my girl, you know. I discovered her through Brandon Marshall's podcast, I'm Athlete. We went to school with him, actually, at UCF. I remember having classes with him, just watching his career, and then seeing that podcast. I actually stumbled upon it because somebody like posted a clip about it when they were talking about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the whole episode, was in love with it, and she's his personal chef. And he kind of makes her a part of the show. And when she brings stuff out, he gives her like her cool 15 minutes to be like, no, because she be ready to just drop the plate off and leave. But he was like, nope, I got a question for you. So he brings her into the
Aww.
conversation. And she seems pretty dope. I looked up her recipes and everything looked amazing. I wanted to try it. So
And it's funny because we was on the phone discussing the layout for the episodes, and she said something about Chef Nancie, and I'm like, wait, I think I have a recipe on this list. And I scroll, I say, yeah, the Lobster Bisque Chef Nancie. She's like, yeah. So this bisque good.
I like it a lot.
Thank you. But all right, next topic.
So back to the love thing.
Mhm.
We talked about soul ties, soul mates. We talked about our preferences. Was you gonna stay? Is you not gonna stay? Is marriage a must?
No,
No.
that's a piece of paper.
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's what's the word I'm looking for?
A business.
No.
I'm
It's
not knocking
ideal.
it. I'm not knocking it.
It's ideal, you
Yeah.
know. Of course, that's the standard. You want to get married, have children, blah blah, live
But that's
happily
what
ever
they put
after.
on us.
Right, but I had my views on it too. I kind of was like, at first I was saying I really want to get married, but now it's like I'm on the fence about it. I'm yes and no. It's like, for what? Like, if we know what we have, why do, like you said, that piece of paper? Why we gotta have that piece of paper to make it official? What's that, to show other people?
Yeah.
Or to solidify what we have? Like,
And it's
what's,
so easy to get married and hard to get out of it.
that's my thing. Like, if I ever did it, it would have to be somebody I'm for sure. But then again, you think about it, people that get married, they think that's their for sure person.
Mm-hmm.
They don't marry them thinking they finna get a divorce in 3 years, or that person gonna cheat, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, you gotta really know what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, really.
What was the word you said earlier? Marriage is a preference. You said something else. You said basically you were saying it's not. It's you can do it or you can't do it. And I agree. I felt like for me, marriage is definitely a first choice. But I'm okay if I don't get married.
Exactly.
And it also depends on the man that I'm with. Because I feel like if I'm with a man who I always wanted to get married, which is a lot more than me, then I'm probably gonna be like, I'll be down for it. But if I'm with a man who was like, it's okay, he's never gonna propose, I'm not going to be like, oh my god, he is not the one, because he is never gonna propose. to me.
Right.
So,
Because you meet people, like I did right now. At first it was, no, I'm never getting married type of thing. And I think that's more so because of he's seen his parents go through a divorce later on in life. And as he is an older an adult, and he's like, man, bump all that. He's seen them raise all these kids together and all this, even kids that weren't the husbands he helped raise, and it's like, I don't want to do it. But the further we get in our relationship, the older we get, I hear him make comments to his homeboys, well, I'm gonna marry Ashley type of thing. So it's like, wait. We going this way now. Like, this was the same person that said he would never get married. Now it's, we gonna have to get a prenup if we get married. Like, jokes and stuff about it, but we're leaning towards that. So I don't know. I mean, not saying we're leaning towards marriage, but we're shifting his whole
It's
thoughts.
always in the jokes.
Yeah, we like,
For real.
but it's like, to see him even go from I'll never get married because of what he saw his parents go through to now, it's like, maybe so. I think it's just when you grow, your mind changes as you get older, you go through life experiences, your thoughts on the whole marriage thing changes. Because I always was that person, I ain't getting married because what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. But then it's like, if it's the right person, maybe I will.
Prenuptial agreement. Agreement.
It depends on who it
Because
is.
you can being your friend for so long, you worked hard for everything you
As
have.
hell.
Yes. So that's what I'm asking you.
And again, it depends on who it is. If it's somebody like who I'm with now, probably not, because he rode through the whole thing. Like, he's been here a long time, and even though he didn't like help me do that flip or anything like that, he was my backbone. He was there the days I was frustrated, all of that. So yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I agree. Yeah, I think it depends on who you're with and the connection you have with that person. Because I think their personalities and who they are kind of helps it's helped you make the decisions that you're gonna do for that union.
Yeah, it's like with certain people, it's like, hey, I wanna what I have, I worked so hard for this, I wanna share this with you. Like, this is ours type of thing. But certain people like, hey, I don't know, they kind of flaky, they got all these damn kids, they got child support, then yeah, hold on. We gotta reevaluate this.
In your situation, he's been through it all. But say you get all this success, you like grow, and then you meet a person later is a prenup now something to consider because he hasn't been through it all?
Yeah. That's why I said it depends on who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on who it is and their background. Yeah, we might need a prenup. Yeah, we might need one.
So I think to piggyback off of what you said about growth, it kind of transforms the way you think about marriage. Do you feel like it's the same thing with like feeling like as an adult or being older, you have to unlearn the ideals that you've been taught growing up about love in general? Like watching, you said something about your boyfriend was watching the relationship that his parents had, and it kind of shaped his mindset of marriage and stuff like that. So I feel like as women, I'm asking y'all, the ideals that we put in our head, like the things that make us create our want list in love growing up, as we're getting older, has things shifted?
Yes.
Has things changed?
I would think so. I would think so, because as you grow older, you learn more things. Like as a let's say 15-year-old, I didn't know what the fuck a prenup was. So it was like, oh, married, white dress, beautiful wedding flowers, every fucking wedding.
And prenup is what? Part of a business. It's like making a contract when you get into any other business with somebody.
Right. So it's, it's just as you grow, you learn a little bit more about life, and you go through experiences. Like you said, back to him, he saw that with us women. We go through things, we see things, people that we thought would be together forever done broke up. You're like, damn, what happened with that? And it changed your thoughts on things. You see people go through nasty divorces as you get older, and it's like, damn, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I do want to do that. It's just give or take.
It's funny because for me, I feel the same way, and I would be personal when I grew up watching my parents. And they love each other, they stay together. I think they're a great example of what 30 years of being together looks like.
Yeah.
Black love.
Yeah, I think, okay, they're the example of her definition of black love. But for me, I always was just like, I don't want that type of relationship. Watching the stuff that my mom had to put up with and deal with, I was just like, I don't want that. So when I would date men, if they would do anything that made me think about my father, it was an X, it was a no. So then it was just like, you know how they always say girls marry their father. I cannot help but be attracted to men like my dad.
Well, I thought you was finna say the opposite. You said because you would want someone not. I thought you were gonna say the opposite, because I was gonna say that's the next topic, because I actually adore this guy so much more because he reminds me of my
So that's
daddy.
what I'm talking about, unlearning. So it's now that I'm older, I'm unlearning the things that I thought were bad omens for love. And I was just like, the reality is, Brandyce, you are just like your mother. You are attracted to the same type of man she was attracted to.
Your dad.
But the difference is, at first I was like, okay, my dad is the ideal. It's just about how I love him. So now I have more conversations with my mom about what do he do that makes you mad? Because she would always be like, oh, I can't stand that. Oh, he gets on my nerves. So now I have deeper questions for her. So I know how to love the same type of man better. So I benefit more from it. So I'm like unlearning the stuff that their relationship taught me.
Gotcha. And just building off of it. Off of their downfalls, kind of. Like you're making yourself, you want their relationship, but a better version. So you're learning from their flaws and their
So you
mistakes.
learn what not to do and what not to tolerate.
Yeah, because when I learned that was the love that I didn't want, I was just like, okay, I don't want that, but I kept being attracted to it. I even tried dating guys purposely that weren't like him, and I was not happy. I was like, this ain't it. He's a good guy, but he's not what I like.
But you have to understand also, your daddy is your daddy, and
but see, when we say though, like our daddy, we're not saying, oh, he's just like that per se.
No.
Like in my relationship, I could say he reminds me of my daddy. He loves
but I'm
dogs.
saying like how your daddy he gonna treat his baby girl a certain way than he treat his wife. Like,
but no, I'm talking about watching how my dad is with my mom.
with your mom.
How is he with your mom?
He loves her for sure. I think my dad is very selfish. I think he does a lot of things. He does a lot of things for us, but he does not communicate well with her. He doesn't do things he doesn't let her know that he's thinking about her. It's the things that she questions.
That's not my definition.
So the things that she questions, she's like, okay, what's going on here? Or why do we buy a new car and all the other stuff? And he's definitely thinking about her. He's just like, in his mind, he's probably like, all right, you know, I always wanted to make sure I got you a new car, blah, blah. And she's thinking, why do we buy a new car when I thought we was trying to remodel the kitchen?
So the love is there, it's just the communication.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So my definition is it's the love plus the communication.
You gotta have
that's
that.
because
That's black
and
love.
comprehension, because you can have communication, but you can't comprehend that. Because that's something that I learned with me being in a relationship with someone 15 years older than me, where he has communication, where I'm the one that's learning what the hell is going on.
Right.
So
Okay. So going back to the whole overarching Valentine's Day theme, do you feel like Valentine's Day is important, or just celebrating Valentine's Day, is that important once you think you found the one? Like once you're in a good space within a relationship, is Valentine's Day that important to you?
I think maybe for young people, like young love, of course they want that Valentine's Day, that's their love. But I think as you get older, you find that there's more important things than just you celebrate me for that one day. I feel like if we together, we have, that's childish, I think. Like, I ain't gonna say childish, but if you showing love 364 on this day, why is it any different?
Okay. And if you're single, and you're not, like, you're single, you got options, you got friends, or you might have a little boo thing. If he show up to your house with nothing, no acknowledgement of Valentine's Day,
She be mad.
Oh yeah, I'll be mad now, because why, of all days, why you calling me today? Like, if we don't communicate like that, and you just pop up on Valentine's Day with nothing, then yes, I'm gonna be upset. But I'm not gonna
opposite. I hate to go back, but I'm kind of the opposite on her with the older you get, no need to balance.
I'm saying you don't need it, but I'm saying
it's not as important.
it's not as important, like, as you get older, like.
Cause I get what you're saying. Like, y'all should show love the whole year, or whatever, and you do that automatically.
Yes.
I think that day is just the day to take it up 10 notches. To me,
yeah,
like,
true.
I feel like, yeah, the older you get, hell, the better these Valentine's Days.
That's a good way to look at it.
because now you know me better, you know what I want.
Yeah, so no, don't cancel them out. They only should be getting better.
Everyone wants to feel appreciated, even though yes, it is a fake holiday, blah blah blah. But I still want to feel appreciated on this day.
Take me on a trip.
It ain't no different from him wanting to feel special on his birthday.
Yeah.
When it's his birthday, he want me to show out. So on Valentine's Day, bring it in. I want to see. Let me see.
Bring it in.
But I do understand what you're saying when it's a young thing, because I do feel like it's not really young. I think it's a young stage of love thing. Like, Valentine's Day is very important when you're in the courting, dating phase. Like, when you're trying to secure that person, you go all out. But once you sink them, you get them. Well, not sink them. Once you hook them,
Yeah.
then it becomes more about the thought. Because I did have a question about, do y'all feel that men use Valentine's Days as an opportunity to bribe the women they're interested in to get them, because they play off of us wanting those things?
That's someone that's not in a relationship?
Yeah, like a guy could be chasing a girl
And wow.
and wow her, because in the spirit of Valentine's Day, and she's vulnerable at that point, because who don't want to be loved on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, that's true. So, or maybe it could be someone that actually have a big crush on that person, using that day as an opportunity.
Yeah, I like that word instead of bribery.
Okay,
Opportunity, not bribery.
okay, so 'cause I know men that do that, and I say bribe because maybe the men that I know that do that, they like make productions for Valentine's Day to finally get attention from the girl they've been chasing, and it's just like, I laugh at it because I'm just like, okay, she gonna enjoy it, she gonna take it, but she's still not gonna like you. Like, she didn't like you yesterday on February 13th. You do all that on February 15th, she's still not gonna like you.
And then if she does, that kind of makes it look weird. It's like, you like me now that I did this stuff? Like,
why would a guy
They
even
should,
do that?
they shouldn't even want that.
Why would he set himself up like that? But I've seen it, and I'm like, okay, men do that. Hell, they even do it just to get sex. It's just like, in a relationship, they will be, it's either they gonna break up with you before Valentine's Day so they ain't gotta get you shit, or they gonna keep you there because they just want you to do some weird Valentine's Day shit because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, this is good. I'd like to know from the couple in the room, basically, what are y'all thoughts about Valentine's Day? Do y'all have plans? Do you keep it a secret? Do you look forward to it? Y'all long distance, so is it you need to maintain that spark on Valentine's Day?
I mean, the only time I really had an opinion on Valentine's Day was when I was like in middle school. And I would see, you know, girls getting teddy bears and balloons and stuff from their boyfriends at school. But it was always like very showy, like,
look what he got me.
Yeah, like, look what he got me. And then them people wouldn't even stay together. And, you know, it was so. Ever since then, it's never really been that important to me. Because it's just like, okay, what you gonna do? Teddy bear, chocolate, flowers, like, I don't care about that.
But now that you're older,
still kind of to be honest.
So y'all don't have plans for Valentine's Day?
Wait, she don't know.
I mean,
well, she said there you guys do surprises if she said that.
But I'm saying, but she wouldn't know.
I don't want to ruin
Like,
surprise.
Yeah, but don't say it if it's a surprise.
But I do understand.
But would you ever do a surprise?
I think Valentine's Day is cool, but I just think it depends on the stage in people's lives. Like she said, that's not something we care about. So why would we?
Mutual understanding.
Yeah, it's a mutual thing. If your partner is into that, like she said, you gotta do it. That's the agreement. If y'all agreement ain't there,
y'all both in agreement. Yeah,
we in agreement on that. So that's the thing. Like how you saying, it's a contract. The marriage, even before then, every conversation is a contract. Every relationship. So if you don't have no understanding with each other, it's not gonna work.
Agreed.
Yeah. If I was surprised like on another like random occasion, I would probably feel more meaning with that than just like, oh, for Valentine's Day I'm gonna do this. Like,
I feel
just because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, like if you just randomly surprise me with something, I would be like, damn, yeah, okay.
Yeah, on a random day, no birthdays, no Christmas, nothing like that.
Yeah, when we talk about people who do show love every day, for the people who like Valentine's just another day because I get loved every day. What about people who not in a relationship and, like you said, pop up with flowers or whatever that day is, but they are in a relationship. Put it this way, they are in a relationship, but he don't show love every day. Then he show up with flowers and stuff. Is that something
on Valentine's Day or any regular day?
No, on Valentine's Day. He hasn't showed love anytime really that much throughout the relationship, but on Valentine's Day he's like she said, he step up his game. Is that something you would believe that he just did for that day?
Only if it's in response to me setting that tone. Like if I basically let you know that Valentine's Day is important to me. I understand that you're not a romantic dude, but Valentine's Day is important to me, and I'll let you be on level 0 on the romance all year long, but Valentine's Day is important and you show up, then I'll accept it. But if I've already if we have the communication that it's not that deep and you show up with all this stuff, y'all asking a whole bunch of questions. Like, what the fuck is coming? Like, what the fuck did you do to make me to stop? I feel like he's softening me up for some bad news, basically.
Yeah. All right, ladies.
How was that lamb chop? I see you pull it up.
Yeah, I see the bone is gone. I mean, the bone is just left. I'm sorry. But yeah, everything was good. The lobster bisque. The salad I like a lot, but I wanted to get to the meal.
The salad was good. It was really good. Celebration salad is what you call it?
Yes.
My first time having cauliflower mash. I like it.
And the asparagus, I like that vinegary taste on it. Never had vinegar on my
It was a balsamic vinegar reduction.
Okay, well, whatever it was, it's good. And again, the recipes will be listed in the description box below. And thank y'all for eating and chatting with us, speaking about New Age love. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to know next time I post a video. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Or they don't know.